Welcome to a changeable Knockhill racing circuit for the third round of the Scottish Fiesta Championship, and on pole position in the ST class at the front of the grid, texting on his phone, is Wayne MacCAULAY, the man where we normally see him on pole position, and it's his good friend at the moment, Barry FARQUHARSON, in second place alongside him on the grid. And we've also got a really good battle in the XR2 class to keep an eye on as well. I'll hand it to Richard and he'll take us through their first race of the day.
Cheers, Joe. It is Wayne MacCAULAY on pole position and Barry FARQUHARSON is alongside. Row 2, Peter Cruikshank with Philip Liddle, then Nicholas Forsyth and Christian Leith. Martin Ramsey completing the STs. The XR2s headed by Duncan Fox, Robert Kerr in second and Graeme CUTHBERT completing the grid. This is round 5 of the 2017 Scottish Fiesta Championship. The lights are on and out they go very quickly off the line for Wayne MacCAULAY. Peter Cruikshank looking to outgun Philip Liddle down into Duffus. Cruikshank on the inside. MacCAULAY has already annexed that lead position. The red car, though, of Christian Leith trying to get in the mix as well. So pretty good start all round. We'll try and eyeball who's got ahead in the XR2s. And it's a red car, so Duncan Fox converting his pole position into an early XR2 lead. And he's one of the newcomers in the championship as well. Two newcomers and, of course, Graeme CUTHBERT, who joined us a season or so ago. Graeme having won 3 of the 4 races for the XR2s so far this year. But Wayne MacCAULAY, the man out front from Barry FARQUHARSON. I guess the story is that Wayne MacCAULAY has his second pole position of the season. He's unbeaten so far, 4 wins out of 4. Barry FARQUHARSON beat him to pole in our 9th of April meeting. That was the first outing of the season. And Barry FARQUHARSON has been in second position to him all the way through the 4 races so far, and it looks like that's going to continue. Third place, though, has been a mixture. We've had Peter Cruikshank with 3 third places, and then in the last round, 7th of May, round 4, we saw Stephen Hay on the podium. Stephen Hay racing as a guest driver. Peter Cruikshank taking 4, so with the guest driver ahead of him, therefore taking a points podium. So that's how it pans out in that championship. For the XR2s, Graeme CUTHBERT 3 wins, Duncan Fox won round 3, and here's the view from Robert Kerr in the orange XR2. Duncan Fox up ahead, a little bit of blue sky, as Joe said, changeable weather conditions today, so we might have something perhaps happen in terms of rain maybe later on in the day, but I think it looks as if things are going to be okay at the moment. These two, I have to say, well clear of Graeme CUTHBERT at the moment. So what's happened to Graeme, I am not sure, but we would normally expect him to be in shot. Is that him right in the distance down at the hairpin as first and second in the XR2 class go across the line? Robert Kerr trying to close in. Bit of a challenge on here for the lead. Kerr has got the advantage that he could take the racing line, and there was a wide line there, a speculative look round the outside of the leader in the XR2s, but the fantastic Mr. Fox holds on to lead position, the man who's had 3 podium positions so far this year, and he's coming under pressure. This is a great move by Robert Kerr, who goes through on the inside line. Kerr takes the lead and will now try and sprint away. In terms of the qualifying times, Fox posting a 106.7, 107.9 for Robert Kerr, but he's turned that around. Graeme CUTHBERT with a 108.9, and he's obviously not in the equation at the moment, so that's the first change of place that we've had on circuit. 44 car, Robert Kerr into the lead. He's had second in round 1, DQ in round 2, and then 2 third places, so he's definitely on form at the moment, as is Wayne MacCAULAY, who just goes out of shot, and we focus on Barry FARQUHARSON, who is in second. MacCAULAY with fastest lap so far, multi-champion of course, Wayne MacCAULAY. I know there are a few STs and XR2s sitting around, so if you're watching this with a car in the garage, talk to any of the boys, get it out there, let's have a a few more cars on the grid. MacAULAY now, of course, has to deal with back markers, goes through and past Duncan Fox, so he's safely through. Big lead at the moment for Wayne MacAULAY. Very, very handy lead over Barry Farquharson in P2. Good crowd, as you can see, on the bank there, enjoying the racing today. So Farquharson chasing MacAULAY, both of them based in Forfar, and it very much looks as if we're going to get a fifth 1-2 of the season between the two of them. Robert Kerr, class leader. There is Wayne MacAULAY, who pops past. So, assuming we go all the way, a 12-lapper for Wayne MacAULAY. It's therefore going to be an 11-lapper for the XR2, which is still running well. But there is our race leader in the distance. Now we're looking for Barry Farquharson to go through, which he does. So it's MacAULAY, Farquharson, Peter Cruikshank running in third place. So we might see Orange ST passing Orange XR2 before too long. Cruikshank, of course, former XR2 champion as well. There is Graeme CUTHBERT. So he shows, we saw in the last round how competitive the XR2s are. So he's not that far behind. And the black car of Philip Liddell in the mix as well. Peter Cruikshank goes through shot. So Cruikshank, then Philip Liddell, then we've got Graeme CUTHBERT. It'll be an 11-lapper for Graeme as well. Graeme's lap time is better, though, at the moment in this one than they were in qualifying. I said it was a 1:08 for him. He's done a 1:07.4. So Graeme CUTHBERT getting on the pace, beginning to close in on Duncan Fox at the moment. So CUTHBERT maybe targeting a second position. Up the hill goes 32 Christian Leith. Now, interested, Christian Leith, to see the cross on the back of the car from him. Martin Ramsey going up as well. Martin Ramsey in 6th place. And it is Wayne MacAULAY, though, who is the race leader and looks like he's going to take a 5th straight win of the season. Very much clear at the minute for Barry Farquharson. Let's have a look at the best lap times. Wayne MacAULAY a 62.06. Farquharson a 62.3. So MacAULAY bringing that form from qualifying very much into the race. Still got the fastest lap as well. Peter Cruikshank. Here's Peter lapping in the 62s as well. 62.9 back on lap 3. Wayne MacAULAY's best lap on lap 4 of the 12. So Cruikshank on for another podium. The London Links based driver has again started all the races and has been, as we mentioned earlier on, a points podium in all the races, and was only off the podium, the actual podium, in round 4, the last race of the last meeting. But it's Wayne MacAULAY still out front. A mistake from Wayne could cost him dearly, but he's not the sort of driver to make mistakes. He's got vast amounts of experience in the STs now, as well as in the XR2s. And there's a driver with even more experience, Peter Cruikshank. Lost count of how many starts Peter has had over the years. He'll probably have to check up on that before the end of the season. A distant podium for him at the moment. Up the hill he goes. The race leaders are on the last lap of round 5 of the championship, and it's as you were off the start. We haven't had any passes at all in the STs, but we have seen some great driving from MacAULAY and Farquharson. Wayne out front, Farquharson still trying to give chase. We're heading up in towards the chicane for the last time. That immaculately prepared car. Wayne MacAULAY still out front. Barry Farquharson second, still giving chase. Up towards Clark Corner they go. Gap back. Are we still going to see Peter Cruikshank in 3rd place? No retirement so far. I did call Nicholas Forsyth on the grid. He didn't make the start in the 54 car. Hopefully he can remedy whatever problems he has and maybe join us for race 2. But Wayne MacAULAY through the hairpin for the last time and will come up the hill. MacAULAY waiting to see the checkered flag and bag the 5th win from 5 starts for this year. He's got fastest lap as well. There's the checker. MacAULAY wins. Barry Farquharson in 2nd. Down at the hairpin coming through now is Peter Cruikshank, followed by the black 88 of Philip Liddell. Here comes Peter. Another podium for our long-serving driver. Philip Liddell is next. Keep your eyes open. Robert Kerr's a lap down on the overall leaders. So the orange XR2, Robert Kerr is going to take the win. The 44 car bags a first win of the season. Great stuff for him. Duncan Fox next. Then it's Graeme CUTHBERT, and you saw Christian Leith coming through as well. Christian, like Philip, a guest driver today, and completes the race results. So it's MacAULAY, Farquharson, Cruikshank, Liddell, Keith, Ramsey, Kerr winning the XR2s, then Duncan Fox, Graeme CUTHBERT in 9th.
Wayne MacAULAY, another dominant win. You didn't give Barry much chance there, your mate there, to keep up with you. You were gone, but when you came in, you said a few issues at the front end. You thought you had a puncture, the understeer was so bad.
Yeah, it was absolute cracking the first probably 5-6 laps, and then after that it just was struggling to slow down and turn in at the same time. So that's how I thought it's like a slow puncture or something happening. But other than that, the car was fine. So hopefully we'll take the second race win as well.
Well done. Well done. A second place, not as close as you would have wanted to your mate Wayne, who's obviously stopped giving you advice.
Yeah, yeah, he's still giving me advice. I'm on my own behalf now, but we're still friends, as we say every time. But I've sort of stuck with Wayne a wee bit, but I made a mistake coming through the chicane, which put me wide at the chicane on the exit, and I was in the gravel, which gave Wayne a bit of a lead. But I was having a bit of understeering problems, and we'll see what we can do for race 2.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board, yeah, and see if we can rectify it.
Well done.
Thank you.
Rob, well done. Fiesta XR2 winner. It's a good result.
Yep, thanks for that. It was a bit scary at the beginning, but we managed to pull it out at the end. Tyres are a bit cooked, but right, number 1.
Well done.
Well done. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that.
Scottish Fiesta's race number 2. Beautiful sunshine ahead of these guys for their final race, and Wayne MacAULAY on pole position. Can Barry Farquharson beat Wayne MacAULAY? And also keep an eye on the XR2 battle towards the back of the field. I'll hand it to Richard for their final race of the weekend.
Thanks very much, Joe. Wayne MacAULAY starts on pole. Barry Farquharson alongside row 2, Peter Cruikshank and Philip Liddell. Then it's Christian Leith and Martin Ramsey. Robert Kerr on row 4 with Duncan Fox, and Graeme CUTHBERT completes the grid. Nicholas Forsyth, sadly non-starter in race 1 and again in race 2. Round 6 of the Scottish Fiesta Championship about to get underway. The lighting sequence is on 4, 5 and... quick turnaround, great start by Wayne MacAULAY. Pretty efficient too is Barry Farquharson. Very efficient is Philip Liddell, who goes up into 3rd place. Liddell trying to squeeze across in front of Peter Cruikshank in orange and take 3rd place, which he does. Good start from the XR2s as well. Robert Kerr, he was mighty pleased, wasn't he, chatting to Joe after his win. All 3 of the XR2 drivers have now won their class so far this weekend. There's a lot of talent in that field, and look at Duncan Fox in red having a very good look at trying to go through into the lead, but it was a good start, good few opening corners as well from Robert Kerr, the Glaswegian out front, but overall in the lead it's Wayne MacAULAY. So MacAULAY, one thing we didn't realise of course in race number 1 was that he had a little issue. If he's got that sorted, he'll be looking to build on the winning margin he had in race number 1 over Barry Farquharson. Barry, of course, as I mentioned in race 1, started the season with pole position at round 1. And so we know on a best lap we'll have the pace to take things to Wayne MacAULAY. But at the moment, can't quite do that. Peter Cruikshank challenging for 3rd. Philip Liddell in the black 88, the Glaswegian, had his best result thus far. 4th position in race number 1, and Peter Cruikshank gets mighty close there. Liddell goes a little bit wide. Peter Cruikshank can't go through. Christian Leith is in behind. He's in the red 32. Martin Ramsey, the other ST runner that we have, and Martin and Christian both in the guest category. You can join as a guest for 2 rounds over the course of the season. Over and above that, then you have to register. But it's a good initiative from the Scottish Motor Racing Club, where you can sort of dip your toe in the water, and if you like it, you can come back, register for the main championship. But it does give the chance for more drivers to join the grid and see if they enjoy the racing. Well, we're looking at one orange car, but we go on board with another. This is Robert Kerr, race leader for the XR2s. Immediately ahead of us is Martin Ramsey in the white ST, and we go up the hill on board with the XR2 leader. It's really great that all 3 drivers have had class wins, and Robert Kerr looking to pull away here from Duncan Fox and Graeme CUTHBERT. And Cuthbert is putting a challenge on for second place. Looks to the outside line here, coming down in towards Duffus. Is he going to flick back and maybe look at the inside? He sticks with the outside at the moment. Duncan Fox maintaining that second position in class. The fact that these two are squabbling is maybe going to play into the hands of Robert KERR. It's not to say that Robert wouldn't be able to pull away on his own. Fastest lap for the XR2s was Graeme CUTHBERT in race number 1, and he will be trying to do that again. The XR2's lapping in 67-second lap approximately. The STs, the average lap time probably 63, which will give you a rough idea of the differential speed. And the fastest lap last time out, Wayne MacCAULAY, just a shade under 75 miles an hour. Graeme CUTHBERT now up into that second position. Duncan Fox down into third. Well, here is Barry Farquharson. Second position still for Barry. There's the leader going through. A flash of the number 2 car, Wayne MacCAULAY, heading up the hill with Barry Farquharson in second place. Been a relatively quiet meeting thus far for the Scottish Fiesta Championship. Across the line goes Barry again, still in P2. Here's the onboard view once again, coming down into Duffus. No pressure for Barry at the moment. Grabbing the apex is about right. Nice wide line into Scotsman corner. And he continues chase. Here's Christian Leith. Christian, I was puzzled earlier on. I was starting to say, if you look at the back of the car, he's got the novice cross on the back. But Christian, a driver that I recall racing in the BRSCC Alfa Romeo Championship, and he's up and challenging fit. Now, where is Peter Cruikshank? Because Peter Cruikshank was in the vicinity, wasn't he, of Philip Liddle earlier on. And there's no Cruikshank to be seen at the moment. So Philip Liddle third, Christian Leith in fourth, and Liddle potentially here on for a first podium, which is going to be a very good result for him. So his progress getting better and better. A trio of fifth places and a retirement in the first two meetings of the year. A fourth place earlier on, and now a third place in the offing. But Christian Leith, so the ex-Alpha racer, comes all the way from Shetland, is going up the hill and chasing hard. He might be able to squeeze onto the podium as well. So Liddle still leading this. Well, it's not quite a battle, but just heading away. Who's best on the lap times? Christian Leith a shade quicker, a 63.1, and Liddle with a 63.4 in this one so far. You can see Enertech on the side of the car as well for Christian Leith, who I don't remember racing for a while. I think I might possibly remember him racing in the XR2 stroke STs going back a few years, but very definitely remember the name from Alfa Romeo racing, where he had a car which was pretty much fully liveried as a Saltire, very patriotic. And it's a fair old way to come down from Shetland to race here at Knockhill Circuit, and he's doing a good job betting himself into the car very well indeed. Qualified 6th, and now up into that 4th position. Up and over the hill we go. It's been a relatively quiet occasion for the Fiestas this weekend. Wayne MacCAULAY still out front. MacCAULAY with fastest lap in this one again. Hasn't improved on his lap times from race 1, Wayne MacCAULAY, but he'll be happy to bag another win and make it 6 on the bounce. Barry Farquharson will make it 6 second places, and Liddle becomes a third driver to take the third step of the outright podium if he can hang on to it. There's no reason to suppose that he won't. He's maintaining that gap at the moment back to Christian Leith. Robert KERR still running well in the XR2s, but you can see the XRs are pretty close. This is what they were like last month, maybe a tad closer. Graeme CUTHBERT still in second position, Duncan Fox in third. Now, Fox might be running in third place, but on lap 6 he set the fastest lap of the group, a 67.3, and that's why they're all so close. They are very, very evenly matched. They would love more drivers to come out and play. Let's hope that that happens. The three of them enjoying a very good battle at the moment, and very soon to be joined by Wayne MacCAULAY as Barry Farquharson makes a little mistake, runs wide, keeps the car going, but he'll have lost a little bit of momentum there to Wayne MacCAULAY, who's going to have some back markers to deal with very shortly. We are into the closing stages of this one. I reckon that Wayne MacCAULAY is going to pop a lap on these three. Graeme CUTHBERT getting closer to Robert KERR, so race leaders won't want to interfere with the XR2 battle. Cuthbert comes offline. He's having a look. He's a little way back at the moment on the 44 car. Hasn't quite got close enough, or maybe the momentum to challenge for the lead. Now, where is Wayne MacCAULAY going to happen across these? Passes Duncan Fox, first of all, going down Duffers, through on the inside of Graeme CUTHBERT, through at Scotsman, or very nearly. And, well, a change there. Cuthbert and Fox. Graeme CUTHBERT compromised a little bit. Wayne MacCAULAY obviously didn't want to shunt into the class leader, and it's all changed round again. So through goes, closing up a little bit now, is Barry Farquharson. I don't think there was a huge amount the back markers could have done there, but Wayne MacCAULAY out front. It is Robert KERR immediately behind him, leading the XR2s. So both class leaders in the same shot at the same time. Big battle going on behind. Barry Farquharson is second, and the XR2s are going to have a major dice all the way to the flag. It looks like Graeme CUTHBERT is back up into second place, so he loses it and regains it on the same lap, the last lap. But here's the checkered flag. Wayne MacCAULAY wins round 6 of the Scottish Fiesta Championship. Barry Farquharson is second, third across the line, a lap down, but class win for Robert KERR from Graeme CUTHBERT and Duncan Fox. Philip Little will complete the overall podium here, the black 88. Christian Leith in fourth place, the other finisher being Martin Ramsey. Sadly, a non-finish for Peter Cruikshank. Fastest lap, Duncan Fox in the XR2s, and Wayne MacCAULAY in the STs.
Wayne, another win yet again in the ST class. A walk in the park, a wee trip up with some back markers, but otherwise stress-free.
Yeah, it was. It was a pretty stress-free lap race there, right? But I'm hoping Barry gets his finger out a bit more and keeps up.
You're going to have to start helping him again.
Maybe we'll have to give him a few tips this time.
Good stuff, well done. Second place, but alright, for the second time today. Wayne's now told me he's going to start helping you again. We need a battle out of you two.
Yeah, I'm needing a wee bit of help. Number 2 spot's not working for me. It would be good to get a win in the end, but I'm happy enough with what I'm getting just now, so a wee bit more extra help would be fine.
Rob, 2 victories, 2 trophies, or 4 trophies to take home. It's been a successful day at the office.
It's been fantastic. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. It's been a long time coming, and I get 2 in a bounce. Happy days.
Well done.
Cheers.
And our second place man, solid points, not the victory today, but still a good result.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, we had a bit of a nightmare in the first race, what with the first lap incident, which we'll not go into. But we had a good fight with Duncan and a good fight with kind of chasing up to Rob. We just didn't quite get there in the end, but hey, you can't win them all.
Well, that brings today's racing from the Scottish Fiestas to a close, but some good close action all day long. Make sure you tune in next time for plenty more.